What's up? Um, Welcome back. Um, my name is Shamiga Jackson, and I'm the owner of Upscale Lace Wigs. And I had a customer call today and asked about a few questions in regards to really comparing thin skin and our suction cap wigs. And a lot of times people always get three of the videos that I have on YouTube mixed up: thin skin, suction cap wigs, and silk top wigs. I'm not even going to talk about silk top wigs today. I'm only going to talk about thin skin and the suction cap wigs. Um, when the client called, potential client, well, no, she actually said current client, she actually ordered, um, she was asking a lot of questions in regards to the difference between thin skin and the suction cap wig, and she has no hair. So a lot of times I'm asking certain questions at the beginning to find out what stage of hair loss are you in, that you're currently in, and how it will grow, and how it will grow, sorry, if it will grow, and or expand, or you have complete hair loss. Do you plan on cutting it? Do you want to keep it? So those are a lot of the type of questions I'll ask before I even recommend which one to do between thin skin and the suction cap wig. Okay, number one, they are two different wigs. Number two, what I have as our suction cap wig and what somebody else may have as their suction cap wig is different. You cannot use what they have or the videos that you might see on social media or on YouTube or any other or their websites and think that I'm providing the same item. I'm not. So for example, I know there's a couple vendors. The one vendor, she like had to dip her head inside the wig and it was like a helmet type of thing. My wigs that are suction cap wigs are not helmet like fill. It's literally, it folds, right? It's not that I'm damaging it. It's just that that's just how it is. It's soft. It's very soft. Another when the customer was talking to me, she was explaining that that there was a grayish tint or a film to it in regards to another company's wig. My wigs don't have that. It doesn't have an additional layer of film or a grayish tint to it. So when you're calling, I'm trying to say is that not everyone's going to have the same sort of item. And even though you may think that it's the same because it's might be called the same or the function is the same, it's not the same product. So I actually have today 3 wigs that I'm able to clearly show you at the same time what each one is and how they differ. Another thing she said was, and she must have been really doing her research when she called, she said that the thin skin was thinner than the suction cap wigs. Once again, that depends on the wig maker and what company you're using. So if for me, thin skin can vary. Thin skin has thickness sizes that you can choose when you're custom ordering a wig. The thicker, clearly, the more protection you're going to have in regards to the knots. The thinner, the more fragile it is. So it really is a millimeter size. And I can recommend what sizes you can have. I'm sorry, I just went blank for a second because I thought I had another thin skin wig, which I think I do. But anyways, we're going to continue this video. So right now I have 3 different wigs, and I'm going to be able to show you the caps of each one so that you're understanding what the fill and the difference between the 3. And I think I might pull out one more if I can find it. Another question she asked, were they hot? The answer for that will be they're all almost the same unless the thin skin unless you have a really thick thin skin. In regards to it being hot, it's very subjective to what you think is hot. Kind of like when people place orders on wigs on what looks natural and what doesn't. Somebody might want 30 inches down to their booty, bone straight, but their natural hair isn't that, but it looks natural for them. So I try not to tell you what's natural. I try to get from you what you want me to do in regards to what the wig is supposed to look like, what you feel as though is natural in regards to hair textures, hair densities, because no one's the same. So you and I might think 2 different things in regards to something looking natural. So in regards to the unit being hot, between thin skin and the suction cap wig, it would be about the same. The reason being is that it's still a similar material, and also that irregardless of which wig you get, it's customizable. You don't have to have a full cap thin skin. You don't have to have the whole wig to be the silicone base for it to be suction cap. We can modify it. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more airy, you want a little bit more ventilation, we can customize it where we can add more lace. We can add lace in between the silicone. The only thing is with the silicone, because it's meant for it to adhere to your skin without any adhesives, you want as much silicone as possible, but it doesn't have to be complete silicone. So for you to have like comfort, okay? So in regards to what it feels like, it will be about the same. I do think, in my personal opinion, let me see. I do think silicone is a little bit more comfortable feeling. I've worn a suction cap wig in the summer. Figured that. And I do remember when I first got, but remember, I don't have complete hair loss where it's none there. So I remember I had cut all my hair off. So I cut it all off, cut it all down because I felt like, I'm giving up on my hair. I'm never gonna wear it out again, when I go through my movements. And I thought it was like the best thing ever. I loved it. Okay. But I do remember being hot a couple of times, but I'm thinking the one that I had very little ventilation, and it wasn't custom made for me. It was I think somebody didn't pay their deposit or something with the deposit, and I hadn't had it made. I decided just to keep it and wear it, and I still have it. I think I cut it up and colored it and stuff. So but when I first wore it, I just thought it was like the best thing ever because it felt so comfortable. And I will probably have a little bit more ventilation in it because I do remember being hot one time. But then again, I'm in the summertime. So, sometimes you might have to have more than one wig where you might have one for the winter, one for the summer, where you can adjust for, the climate changes. Just like, you adjust your foundation when it's summer versus winter. Right. Okay, so let's get into the cap styles. So I have three different styles. Now, this is a custom-made wig that's actually for a customer that I'm about to mail out, right? So it's still, all the wigs come virgin. If you want it processed to any sort of hair textures, any sort of curly textures, unless it's a virgin curl, we can pretty much duplicate most things. If we can't, I'll let you know, right? So this is a virgin wig that I'm going to send out for a client that ordered this. Actually, it's for a male. So he wanted thin skin. So I'm going to show you what this thin skin looks like. This is a full cap thin skin. So we customized a full cap thin skin for him, and it pretty much has the hair injected into polyurethane. Now, when you fill on this, it doesn't have like a tackiness to it as much as a suction cap wig. And I'm about to show you one right now after this. So I have this wig attached, so I can't take it off and to show you. But ultimately, this feels soft. This feels flexible. This feels really nice, actually. It feels really comfortable. Feels really good, actually. It feels pretty thin. But once again, every vendor is going to be different in regards to how you do your thin skin, okay? So once again, this is a thin skin, a full cap thin skin from my collection. When you look at the knots, ultimately this is transparent. So this is for a Caucasian male client. So if he was to wear it, let me see if you can see it. You can't really see it. Let me put it back on the mannequin. Maybe you can see it on here. This is what his scalp will look like. Hopefully you can see it without it being, still can't. I'm going to try to put some still pictures in here when I do the video. So you're going to see it on one of these sides. Okay. All right. So this is a full cap thin skin. And I'm going to show you a full cap suction cap wig. No, this one does feel a little bit thicker, but not by nothing major, right? Now, the other one, I can kind of feel the injections of the knots. So what happens is with the suction cap wig, there's an additional layer that's actually added on the cap when it's made that actually allows it for it to hold. Now, this one, can you hear that? So when it attached to your head, it's snug. It clings, okay? That's a good word. It clings to your skin, literally. So even when you're looking at it, see how smooth it is? That's the silicone. So even all the knots, even though they're not knots, they're like injected, you don't see anything. It's smooth. It's like an extra layer, like an extra film or layer on top of your cap. So this sort of additional layer is what makes the wig attach to your skin in a natural way, because it's just related to your body chemistry. Okay? But it's thin. It's still flexible, right? It's not a dome. It's not, it would feel like a swim cap, but it's not thick and heavy at all. So if you're comparing apples to apples, or you think you're comparing apples to apples, this is what I sell. This is what I offer. I don't know what everybody else does, but I'm telling you, this is how my wig folds up, literally, right? All right, here's another thin skin. Only difference is this thin skin is more like a lace wig in regards to how it's constructed. Now this polyurethane is actually over some lace, because this is a custom made wig that I'm actually on the site. I'm going to actually reduce the price on it, but it's thin, and this is lace you literally have to cut off. So this particular lace you're going to cut off to the hairline like it was a lace wig. Let me put it back on here. I think another question is, do you have to wear tape with thin skin or any adhesives? It's not going to give you the same cling feel. It's not. And if you're wearing it, it's going to give you more of a snug feel than a cling feel, if that makes sense. So because of the size and it's customized to your head, it's not as secure as if somebody was going to like snag on it. Suction cap wig, if you have it and it's clinging to your head, it's like this. See how my wig's not moving? That's how your wig on your suction cap wig will be. This one doesn't. Thin skin is not going to do that same sort of cling to your skin and feel the same way. It's comfortable, it's light, but it's not going to feel the same way. If you are in a hot, warm area, then I would suggest ventilation. Now that thin skin wig that I'm selling is actually for a client that's in a warm state. So he doesn't care in regards to thin skin. So it just depends on each individual in regards to what you feel is comfortable for you and what's not. I try not to answer your questions for you. I can guide you and I can direct you, but ultimately only you would know what your tolerance is for certain things, right? So I just wanted to give you a quick video on the difference between a thin skin and a suction cap wig. And I'm hoping I answered as many questions as possible that I know people normally ask. So number one, which one's hotter? They're going to be about the same. But it's not about being hot. It's about customizing it so that it fits your needs. Adding more lace to it. Adding monofilament. How much lace? You can add just the crown area. You can add the full back. You can have silicone just around the perimeter. But it needs to be a nice wide size, especially if you have a small head. Thin skin is thicker or thinner than the suction cap wigs. That depends on your wig maker. I can provide very, very thin skin. But once again, it's going to give you that same feel. The problem is with having thick, thin skin is that it doesn't look very natural. So I don't even offer it, actually, after I think about it. I don't even offer that to anybody because nobody wants a thick behind thin skin wig. That's just not cute. Like that, it doesn't even look good. So I don't even offer it after I think about it. I don't even know I'm answering, but I know people always ask me that. The pricing difference. The pricing difference for a suction cap is more expensive. The materials that you need for the suction cap wigs is more expensive, so therefore the sales price is more expensive. And the sales price not only is more expensive, it takes longer to make a suction cap wig than a thin skin wig. Suction cap wigs take at least 8 weeks to make. Thin skin can be done within 6 to 7. But suction cap wigs take a minimum of 8 weeks. Like, you're not getting the wig before 8 weeks. That's guaranteed. In regards to which one holds up better, they would probably be about the same, but I also feel as though it comes with other things. So for example, when you're wearing a thin skin wig, are you using tapes? Are you using lace adhesives? Or are you applying it and you're wearing it daily and not taking it off? Because you're going to get more wear out of your wig versus someone who's wearing a suction cap wig where they may put it on and then take it off. So those little things may not seem like it matters, but it really does matter in the long run when it comes to wearing wigs. If you're a wig maker, you understand exactly what I'm saying, because we get a lot of wear out of the wigs. So if you are wearing them on a daily basis and not giving it any breaks and you're not switching between 2 different wigs, then you will get a lot more wear out of it, and therefore the life of it's not going to be as long. But the hair quality is bomb, both units. Textures are available for pretty much any type. And what other type of questions? I can't think of anything else. So, no, I can't think of anything else. So if you have any other questions, feel free to give me a call, send me over a quick text, or shoot me over an email at growingupscalehair@yahoo.com. So, until next time. All right, I'll talk to you guys later, all right? Peace.